Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Mount Pleasant live stream. I hope everybody's doing great out there, having a great week. And I tell you what, I'm really excited because we did something today that we've been looking forward to, and we ordered some Sunday school curriculum, some new Sunday school curriculum for our children's ministry, and I'm really excited about that. So if you have a child and you are already coming to Mount Pleasant, or you're looking for a church that has got a great children's ministry, look no further than Mount Pleasant. I know we've got some great leadership in that position. Of course, Sister Courtney Patton and Sister Cindy Tittle are leadership, and I know we've got some amazing teachers and everything. So if you've got kids, make sure to have them there on Sunday mornings so they can take part in that the children's ministry that we've got going on. And then also we've got some things going on Wednesday nights as well for them coming up. So when we do start having church back in the church again, we'll be able to do some great things with them as well. So before we get started, just do want to mention a few things. We want to remember Brother David Hammock. That is Sister Courtney Patton's uncle. He had surgery today, so we want to remember that family. Also, we want to continue to remember Sister Judy Hicks and her family as she has tested positive for COVID and she had surgery. So we want to remember that family as well, and continue to pray for everyone out there that's battling this virus and everybody that's helping battle this virus, like our first responders, everybody that works at the hospital, and continue to pray for covering our school systems, all the administration and staff there. We just want to make sure that everybody's good and safe. As I've said plenty of times, we'd love for you to go share this on your main page and share it with your friends, your family. Hit the like button. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know that you're having a great week, and I really hope you are having a great week. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the message tonight. The word that I'm going to come from is John 16 and verse 33, if you're following along with me. And John 16 and 33, it says, "I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." And this is Jesus talking to his disciples. And he is getting them ready for his departure. He's about to ascend into heaven. He's already been crucified. He has already risen from the dead. And he has, shown himself back in this world. And he's walking there amongst these disciples. He's continuing to do miracles. He's continuing to teach them. But he is preparing them for something greater. And I know that that's what God is doing with us. God is preparing us for something greater. He's preparing us for a great move. And a couple Wednesday nights ago, I talked about there being a great awakening in this country. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for just a huge outpouring of the Holy Ghost. And I'm ready to be a part of that outpouring of the Holy Ghost. And I hope you are as well. As I said last Wednesday night, it's not time to worry. It's time to get ready. And that's what I'm about. I'm about getting ready. I'm about making sure that my family is ready. I'm about making sure that my friends in our church is ready for whatever's in front of us. Not just Jesus' return, but ready for this great awakening. There's going to be people coming into our church that have maybe never been in a church atmosphere before, and we're going to be there with open arms to tell them, come as you are and be filled, be changed. As our theme is for this year, be renewed in Jesus Christ. And I know that He's going to do it. So He's preparing us for something greater. We're living, in a time to where, we've experienced things that we've never, went through before. None of us, young or old, that, things that we've never experienced before. Not being able to go up and hug people or shake their hands. That's one that's been really tough for me because I'm a hugger. I love to go up and hug people. So I know that's been tough for me. It's been great for some people because some people don't like being hugged. Not being able to, gather with your family and friends like you'd like to, not being able to go participate in things that you normally participate in, like going to ball games, different things like that. And of course, the biggest one that, I consider is having to wear a mask pretty much everywhere you go in public. And that's probably been my biggest and toughest change because I'll tell you this, mask and facial hair, they do not mix. That's been a big change. But, as children of God, we have to, continue to hold our heads high and know that God's in control. No matter how, dark, no matter how crazy our lives or our world may seem, we've got to have hope that Jesus Christ has got a plan. And he's got a plan not only for this world, but he's got a plan for your life and your family as well. A few things that I want to pick apart from John 16:33, and I'm going to read it again right before we get into this. It says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Three important points that I want to take and pass along to you from this main verse tonight. And the first one is that, we can have peace in knowing that we can trust Jesus. Jesus is the King of Kings. He's the Lord of Lords. And it says that he is the Prince of Peace. He's not a God of destruction. He's not just sitting up there, I've heard described before, like with a magnifying glass with an anthill and trying to burn all of us. He's not. He wants to see us succeed. He wants to, see us have these amazing lives. But we've got to trust him. We've got to, have peace in knowing that when we lay our head down at night, that, God's got a plan and he is in control. And regardless of how crazy this life may seem or the world that we live in may seem. Matthew 28:18, it says, and Jesus came and said to them, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. All authority. So there's nobody that's greater. There's nobody that's more powerful than Jesus. And you know what? We've got him living right there inside of us. He's not dead. We don't serve a God that's dead. We serve a God that's alive. And, we serve a God that's in control. And I am so thankful that we get to experience that. And he has all authority, not just on this earth, but in heaven and even in hell. He owns the keys to hell. Satan doesn't even own the keys to his own house. And so we can have peace in knowing that we can trust Jesus. The second thing that we can take from this is it says, we can expect to experience troubles or tribulations in our life. And that's just something that's going to come along. It's all a part of it. It's all a part of our life. And, trusting Jesus doesn't mean that everything's going to be easy all the time. There's going to be trials. There's going to be tribulation. There's going to be things that we face on a daily basis. And Jesus, you can see here in John 16:33 that he was preparing his disciples and for the troubles that they were about to face by, spreading the gospel and going out there as he told them to go into all the world, spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. And he was preparing them for that persecution that they were about to face for his name's sake. And you know what? I love this is it didn't stop them. Just know that, you've got troubles out there. I know that, we could be all scared and, we could let our fear overtake our faith if we wanted to and not leave the house in the morning and think, well, I'll just stay at home and everything's going to be okay. Nothing can harm me while I'm here in my little space. But, who are you going to reach from home? You've got to be able to go out and win people for Jesus Christ. And that's what these disciples were doing. They were going out and they were winning souls. They were preaching the gospel. They were telling about the wonders and the love of Jesus and what he had done for them. Not only did he die for them, but he rose. And, if you begin to look at what they faced, Peter was crucified. James was executed by a sword. John, he was boiled alive. Matthew was stabbed to death. Thomas was stabbed with spears. And, the list, it just continues to go on and on and on. But he didn't want the disciples he didn't want to let the disciples think that everything was just going to be a walk in the park or everything was going to be a breeze. That's why he was very straightforward with them, and he warned them ahead of time, that there was going to be trouble. There was going to be trials. But notice that Jesus left them with hope. He said, take heart because I have overcome the world. Jesus was encouraging the disciples to reach deep down into their foundation, where their true faith was set in him, where it was set in Jesus Christ. And if our foundation is found in Jesus Christ, we can have our hope in him. And you know what? We don't have to worry. We can have hope. We can have peace inside of us knowing that he's in control. And we can still still have that hope, every single day. And because we have this hope, just as the disciples did, we need to go out and spread the message of Jesus Christ and give hope to the hopeless and, give freedom, to the people that the devil is still holding captive. You may have friends or family that you begin to think about that they're being held captive by the devil. They're being held captive by addiction or some kind of, disease or something like that. And they may have given up hope, but let them know that they can have hope in Jesus Christ. And if they don't receive their healing, on this world, just know if they can have their hope set in Jesus, that He's got a place prepared for them that's so much greater than anything that they've ever experienced in this world. And, we're going to be made a new creature when we get up there to heaven, and we're going to be made perfect creatures. And I can't wait. There's not going to be any more pain. There's not going to be any more suffering. And if we can just hold on, and if we can have hope and trust in Jesus through all these troubles that we're going through, all these tribulations that we experience, we can hold our heads high, and we can know that, He's in control. He's got a plan. The church right now, it should shine in the darkest hours. And that all starts with, you letting your individual light shine. So it's time to let your individual light shine. It's time to, get on board and get ready for the move of God that's about to take place. So I tell you tonight, trust Jesus, expect trouble, but keep your hope in Jesus, and everything's going to be all right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you enjoyed this message, please go, fill in the comments section. Let us know that you enjoyed it. Go share it on your page and share it with a friend or a family member. You can tag them in it. And just thankful for everybody that watched tonight. And I'm thankful for everybody that's going to share and that's already sharing. And I just know that I appreciate y'all. If you don't have a home church, we'd love to have you at Mount Pleasant. We're located at 1244 Comer Road, Crawford, Georgia. That's off of Highway 22. And we start service on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. And hopefully here soon we'll be back in the house on Wednesday nights as well. So I love and appreciate every single one of you. Hope you have a blessed rest of the week until I see you on Sunday morning. God bless you.